Hello, are you here to debate?
Yeah, I'm here to debate.
All right, what's your name, age, and pronouns?
Thank you, Boo.
I don't have a pronoun. My age is 49.
I'm sorry, can you say that first sentence again?
I have you on two phones here. Maybe I should shut one off because something's echoing.
Yeah, you should shut one off.
Yeah, I'm here to debate.
All right, what's your name? Hello, are you here to debate?
Okay, there you go. One's off.
Okay, what was that first sentence you said again?
I don't have any pronouns, and I'm 49 years old.
Okay, can you do me a favor? Say
Sure.
that first sentence again, but don't use any pronouns in the sentence.
Why?
Because if you don't have pronouns, you shouldn't use them.
I don't think. I think
You used a
the
pronoun again.
fact that you're.
Careful.
I know, but I'm not thinking
There's another
that
one.
your
Careful.
structure in this manner is correct. You're just trying to
Use
control someone.
Your is a pronoun. You use pronoun
And
again.
yeah, but I can. It doesn't matter
That
if
was
I
another
use
pronoun.
pronouns
Careful.
or not.
Oh, there's another one. Be careful.
Well, I'm not. Don't feel like
There's another one.
your way is appropriate.
There's another one.
What's up? Well, I'm going to give
Let
you
me-
many more.
Let me ask you a question. If I
You know what
told
I mean?
you, if I told you I don't drive cars while I'm sitting in a Mustang, would you think that I'm a little like? Would you agree that like I'm probably wrong here? Like it's very clear I do drive cars.
Well, possibly, but you could possibly be
Okay.
in the passenger seat or in the back of the car.
No, I asked you if I
And
was.
there you would be in the car and not driving.
If I'm behind the wheel, if I am actively have my hands on the steering wheel and you see me drive down the street after I told you I don't drive cars, what would you say to me?
You're a liar, obviously.
So when someone says I don't use pronouns and the word I is literally a pronoun, what would you say
I
to
don't
that
use
person?
pronouns in the sense of in gender. I think gender, pronouns do not apply.
You think gendered pronouns,
see what I
something
mean?
that we've had in the English language since
Do
like
not
the
apply.
16th century, they don't
Yeah,
apply?
it just doesn't apply.
What doesn't it
You're
apply to?
actually trying to force speech upon me.
Yeah,
Like you
well,
telling me the
whole English language
regulations
would be
that
forcing
you
speech.
want.
Uh-huh.
And I don't agree with your regulations. It's a free country. I can say
I
and
was
do
actually
whatever
wrong, by
I
the way.
want.
Do you know that we've had
And so can
gendered...
you.
Wait, really quickly. Do you know we've had gendered pronouns since 440 AD? But all of a sudden,
No.
you think we can change that?
Well, can I tell you that if you progressing in this manner, it
Mhm.
hasn't really helped humanity. Zoom out.
It hasn't helped humanity.
That's all I ask.
Okay, if I
No,
have a,
it does
let me
not.
just,
Like
let me just,
we've
let's
all
just-
we known people as man
Uh-huh.
and female. And let me ask you this: if you take 100 women and you put them on an island, right? And take 100 men, put it on an island, right? 1,000 years later, you dig up the bones. Is there going to be pronouns then?
Yeah, most
No.
likely depending on the degeneration of the bones, they're not going to know what they are. Because other than
Well, I'm just saying,
other
okay,
than the pelvic
let's
bone,
make it 100 years where the
Hold on.
bones are intact.
other than the pelvic bone,
You know?
our bone structures are similar.
So if you can go down to the bones of an individual, and there's a female and there's male, you don't need all this other stuff to confuse people and children. It's male
To
and female they were
confuse
created.
people and children. It's male and female that were created. Okay, so you don't believe in men and women. You just believe in male and female.
Men and women, male and female, pick. You're going so detailed and unnecessary
I'm going so
areas
detailed and
that you're just
unnecessary.
making whatever something is simple, you're trying to make it more complicated. Maybe it's your generation, but in my day, you were
Let me
a
ask you a
dude
question. Let me ask you a
or you're a
question.
woman. There's many names,
Yeah.
but it didn't classify in a spectrum. Like,
Yeah, let
I'm
me
a
ask you a
he, them,
question.
cat,
Let me
brilliant
just
man.
ask you a question. Do you think it's possible
Okay.
that like when we're in school, like for instance, elementary school, I can't really teach
Okay.
like a kindergartner like advanced algebra, right? They're really not going to
Okay.
understand
Yeah, that's
advanced
fair.
algebra, right? Like this is a concept that's going to be too advanced for them. However, I can start teaching
some,
them 1 + 1 = 2. I can start teaching them the very rudimental building blocks that they'll need to understand the advanced stuff, right? So when we teach people
That's
like
the debate.
basic, when we teach
This
people
pronoun is
basic
not
biology,
advanced.
when we teach people basic
It's not.
biology,
There's no way this is
yeah. I'm
advanced.
gonna keep
It's
talking.
actually
It's
the
okay.
opposite.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It falls
I'm gonna
under
finish my thought. Yeah. It's okay.
ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish my thought here.
Especially I'm just telling you how we think in my age bracket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you got a big fight with us.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I'm gonna, well, just FYI, I'm gonna mostly assume that like younger people tend to know more because we learn more as a society the longer society goes on. So like younger people are typically taught more advanced subjects than like older people are taught.
Do you know what understanding is? How do you get wise? It's
wisdom and
comes
intellect
with
are two different
knowledge.
things. Wisdom and intellect are two
Wisdom
different
comes
things.
with knowledge, understanding, and experience.
Yeah, somebody
I'm
can
sorry,
be wise
so
but
you
not
do not
smart.
have experience.
Yeah, just FYI.
Just because you read a book, it doesn't make you smarter.
Being wise also doesn't make you smart. Wisdom and intellect are two different things. Wisdom does not mean you're smart.
Wisdom is a huge factor in life choices and making the world a better place.
Are we talking about life choices or are we talking about pronouns?
We're talking about everything. When you actually try to make this world a better place and just confusing gender and putting it out there in a spectrum where anybody can choose to be a cat, a mouse, or
Cat's
anything they want, and confusing children.
Yeah, cat isn't a
let
gender.
me tell you this. When you confuse children when they don't know what gender they are at 4 years old,
woman,
then what you're doing is you're killing them. And then if they go through any hormone supplementation or any type of surgeries
I'm
or
just
stuff like
confused about
that
something.
before they're even intelligent enough to know the difference, you're killing them. You're killing children.
Yeah.
It's murder.
What are the pronouns for cats? Is it like me/yow? I don't know what the pronouns would be because you said it's man, woman, and cat, right? Cat would be a third gender.
Okay. It's they, them, he, she, and I don't even keep up with all this stuff.
They, them,
to be
which
honest
has been
with you.
used
I
as a
just hear
singular
stuff
pronoun
here
since
and
the
there,
1400s.
and I'll be honest, it's just called ridiculous. It's just all people at my age and slightly younger and up, they look at this and they fear the future of mankind.
Okay, what would you say to the people? What did you say your age is?
49.
Great. What do you say to the people that are like in their 70s that said all this about like gay people? What would you say about them?
To me, gay people that's the same thing. We can debate about that all day you want. You could say that they were born gay. I don't believe that they're born gay. You believe that they're born gay.
You think people choose to be gay?
Someone that's born with a penis.
I'm sorry. You think being gay is like a choice? When did you choose to be straight?
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, I'll give you an example. Me and my brother, right? I grew up in Europe, and my brother here grew up in America.
Pause.
My brother and I, we're blood. I mean, we came from the same vagina, right?
Weird way to talk about your mom, but okay.
Yes, but okay. Just giving you an example. Okay, so he and I think completely different in life choices and everything. In fact, we haven't gotten along in 20 years because he's on this side, I'm on that side, because we grew up in completely different worlds. His way is not wrong, and my way is not wrong, but he thinks different than I do. A gay person is not born gay. There are circumstances in his life that has led to him making those choices.
Okay, what are the circumstances that
either
make
him
gay
being
gay?
influenced by another gay person, or either him growing up in a gay household, or either him, trying something out and then someone putting in his head, hey, this is really cool, and he tries it. I mean, but
so all gay people are only gay
built to be with other men.
Men are not built. Then why is our pleasure spot inside of our butt?
Well, you can have that with a woman. There's no
naturally.
There's nothing wrong with a woman. It's playing with you there. I mean, that's still a woman can do the same thing.
I'm just saying one of us has a tool that's a bit more fit to go there than the other.
Listen, that tool. Okay, then explain the vagina. That's a perfect tool. That's more of a perfect tool than the butthole.
So what I'm learning is that men are actually built to be with both. We are specifically built to be with both men and women.
Well, zoom out. Make everybody in the world gay. We would collapse in 100 years as a society, right?
Okay, and?
You need women. You need women.
Never said we did.
To keep... Okay, but see, the problem is it's not natural when you zoom out and you put, a century to it.
Wait, okay, so you're saying it's not natural because without women... Wait. You're saying it's not natural because without women, we wouldn't be able to reproduce.
No, if you zoom out, put a century on it, and you make it all one area, then you'll know, hey, is this natural or not? So for instance, you take a male and a female, put them on a planet.
Okay.
1,000 years from now, it'll be fully populated. You put man and a man on the planet.
Sure.
In 100 years, there'll be no people.
You put a man and a woman on a planet, there won't be people in 100 years unless you are okay with incest. Are you okay with incest?
Well, do you believe in the Bible, Adam and Eve?
So you believe incest is okay?
Okay, so I'm a Christian, so that adds to it. But you got to just say, okay, let's go into your world and
it's
just
real
call
weird.
Let's take
it's real weird that you can't just say no. Incest
7 couples
isn't okay.
And put them on a planet. Put 7 couples on a planet and 7 couples of gay men on the planet. What are you going to get in a century, or what are you going to get in 100 years?
What if I put 7 couples who don't want kids on a planet? Then what? Then we get nothing too. Who cares?
That's not the point. That's not the question. You're actually turning it around. I'm asking you to zoom out on gay people, men or women, give it a century, and make it a worldwide thing, and you'll know if it's natural or not, if it aids to mankind or it doesn't.
Wait,
that's what I'm asking you.
So
not,
it can't
not
be
all these
natural
other
if it doesn't
possibilities.
aid. Wait, it can't be natural if it doesn't aid mankind.
Correct. We've existed for thousands of years because no one has adapted to your ideology fully.
Just a quick question.
Because if we did, we would fail as a race.
Natural? Yeah, is cancer a natural mutation of the cells?
We all have cancer inside us.
Okay, so cancer is
natural.
We
all have cancer, and our diet and our circumstances make it come out or not, depending on how you eat and how you exercise and so forth. But we all have cancer inside. It exists inside us.
Okay, so cancer is natural, and yet it doesn't aid to the further continuance of the human species? You said it can only be natural if it does this.
That has nothing to do with it. The reason why is because it's circumstantial. We all have cancer in us, and based upon our stress levels, our diet, based upon what we eat, how we eat, all that contributes to someone. Environmental, even, all that contributes to cancer coming out or not. We're not that simple. You make it to where everything is
now you're saying wait. You criticized me earlier for making things too complex. Now I'm making things too simple. Which one am I doing?
Yes, you are, because you got to adapt to the circumstances. You can't just bounce around. And you can probably say that I'm doing the same thing. You need to adapt
to circumstances. So wait. Hold on. Let's look at that. We need to adapt to circumstances. So if people, like younger people, decide that like, hey, we really like confirming pronouns for people before we talk to them because it just seems a bit more respectful. Shouldn't you then adapt to this as opposed to just saying like, no, you're compelling speech? If I need to adapt, why don't you adapt?
Have you heard? Okay, let me ask you this. Have you heard some of these people that want to be announced? He, them, she, she, but on Tuesday it's he, her, them, I, and then on Wednesday it's this, and Wednesday it's that. Who has like? It's ridiculous. If you want to do that with the people that agree with you, no problem. If you want to create your own group, create your own island, you can all go do that, all forced to you. You want to lampshade up your ass, I'll light it up. That's not a problem. But
what did you say your name was again?
Don't force that crap on me.
What did you say your name was again?
Whatever you think you should be addressed at, other than sir and ma'am, or whatever. Then I have the right of my own speech.
Okay, what did you say your name was again?
George.
I don't agree with that. And to make me call you George would be compelling my speech. So from now on, you're Schmigadoon. Your name is now Schmigadoon because I don't want you to compel me. And you're now and I don't like being compelled to call you.
Because
I don't
my
like
name when I was born was written George.
Oh, so it's a lie to call you something you don't like to be called.
Well, no. Okay, were you born in the United States? Okay, what does it say on your birth certificate? It says male and your name.
So because it says something on the birth certificate, it's true?
It is true. Whatever, when you're born, you're either born male or female, and a name is given to your birth.
Okay, so every married woman is actually lying because their birth certificates don't have their married name.
No, that's traditional. They tend to have their maiden name on it.
Well, that's you just said whatever's on your birth certificate is true.
Take on their man's last name.
All the ones that do though would be lying. Because you said that whatever's on your birth certificate is what's true.
Well, okay. Let me ask you this. Because, you see, I don't think you're following Christian values because the Bible says once you marry, you become one flesh.
Interesting.
One flesh.
One flesh.
So when you're married, you become one flesh. It's a symbol. It's not literal. It's a symbol. So it means that you guys belong together and that you guys are in union in thoughts and feelings and moving forward in the world and making it a better place. So you become one in a sense. Okay?
So you
have the same direction. The man's the leader. The woman follows. And they both grew through life. You don't want two people.
The man's the leader and the woman follows.
What?
God teaches that Christianity teaches that the woman must follow the man?
Yes, of course. The woman has her place in the fact that she is powerful in her own arena way more than a man.
Okay,
but men have other arenas that are more powerful than a woman.
So you're saying like
it's
women should
genetics. We have better bone structure. We have thicker bone structure. You can't. There's no women applying to go be in the sewer systems or becoming bricklayers or electricians, are there?
Well, that's not true.
Most women are nurses, nurturing stuff. Restaurants.
So you're saying
nurses.
Because of genetics, women should stay in their place.
No, it doesn't say that. I say that if there's a decision to be made, one of them has to win. And the responsibility falls upon the man to win that argument, because if you don't, you're just going to argue until kingdom come. Somebody has to win, like the election. Somebody has to win. Either Trump.
Wait, why are you winning? Why are you winning within your marriage?
That's a vote deal, yes, but I'm just saying.
I'm just confused. Why in a relationship you're counting it? Why are you counting it as winning over the other person? Shouldn't you be making decisions together?
If a man doesn't consider fully what the wife has, how her counter in the argument, then he's not a man. He has to listen to the wife. He has to consider everything. But at the end of the day, a decision has to be made. She's not lesser because she's following the man. She's actually stronger because she's following.
Women are stronger for. Do you believe, like a bunch of other Christians believe, that like divorce is a sin?
Yeah, because God hates divorcing.
Okay,
if you look at the creation of the world, and you look at what guidelines God put upon mankind for us to like live a fulfilling life. God does not like a divorcing.
Okay. And so let's just go through all this real quick. So women need to follow the men. Do you think women should have their own bank accounts, or like should the man be in charge of the money in the household?
Of course. No, she can have her own, especially if she works, she can have her own bank account.
Okay, but what if the man says he doesn't want her? What if the man
says she's not a slave?
What if the man says he doesn't want her working?
She's not a slave, bro.
But what if
she's basically
but she should follow the man.
Helper,
What if the man says he doesn't want her working? She has to follow him, right? That's what you said, and she can't get divorced.
Yes, correct.
Because if she gets divorced, that's a sin.
If the man doesn't want her working, yeah, she should follow. There's got to be reasons why. I mean, you know what I mean? There's got to be circumstances that follow that. Like, she doesn't want her to work because he thinks it's going to preserve the marriage better. Then she should follow the man and not work. Especially if the man can handle. If the man's making $1 million a year and wants his wife to be at home, why not? Shouldn't she follow?
Okay, so if the man doesn't want his wife to work, she should listen and follow him. She also can't get divorced from him because divorce is a sin. So if he's the only one working,
the man can't either. The man can't either.
Great.
I mean, the rule falls for the man too. He can't just go with other women.
Yeah, men aren't the ones who typically ask for divorce. Just FYI. So just confirming.
No. That has changed. If a woman has over 30 bodies in her and she's over 30. And she's educated, it's 80% of the statistics show that 80% of the women are the ones that actually file for divorce. You should recheck your stats.
That's what I just said. Is the men don't typically okay, well, either way. Shout out to Saoirse for the pay to kick. Shout out to who else was that? Be Rid Easy. What the fuck?